Hi there. As most of you know, I am a mother in addition to being a kinesiologist, and they're two roles that I try and balance out. And as a kinesiologist, I kind of flow in that space. As a mother, yeah, maybe I don't always flow in that space, but I definitely flow a lot more than I used to. So at the moment, I'm sitting in my kitchen because as a mother, this is kind of where I spend a lot of my time. Of a morning, prepping food, cleaning up, lunches, breakfast. Of an afternoon, there's homework going on, I'm getting afternoon tea, I'm getting dinner ready, there's Lego crazy going on over there, there's fighting going on over here, there's Irish dancing, tap, tap, tap on the floorboards around me. And in this space, this can be oftentimes one of the places that as a mother I struggle the most. Because some of those things, particularly noise and mum, can kind of really trigger me. I can start to feel overwhelmed and a bit frustrated and trapped and just like, I've got to get out of here. And often that then will build up into me feeling angry, and then I start yelling, and then kids start getting yuckier. And what kind of started out with really beautiful intentions for a nice morning or a nice afternoon spirals slowly but surely downhill. And I know you've been there because I have sisters, I have sister-in-laws, I have friends, I have mums at school that I talk to, and I know I'm not alone in this. But I guess the difference is these days I've kind of got some tools. As a kinesiologist, I work with the energy, and I've got some tools up my sleeve these days, which has made how I respond in these situations to be quite different. And what I want to do is share a couple of those tips with you. Because why not? If they're working for me, then I'd love for them to work for you. So look, they are a bit different. But I love the saying that if you always do what you've always done, then you'll always get what you've always got. And let's face it, as we come into the school holidays and we've got kids around a lot and they're tired because they're staying up late and they're probably eating not the foods that they would normally eat, and they're a bit out of sorts and they're around a lot, it'd be great to have some tools to make the experience more pleasant for everyone, so you can be engaged with your children more, so that you can feel calmer, so you can feel content, so that you kind of aren't beating up on yourself that you're a crap mum, that you can actually go, you know what, I'm a pretty good mum. And that your kids feel more connected to you, that your kids feel calmer, because truth be told, whatever's going on in us often will reflect in them. If we're stressed and angry and disconnected, then our children are going to be feeling that, and our children are going to respond to that. And we all know if we're in that space, they often get worse. So I'm going to offer you a really simple tip today. One of the first things I learned as a kinesiologist, and it's a tool that I use every treatment with my clients, because it's so powerful, but it's so basic. It's called an emotional stress release point. So essentially what it is, it's an acupressure point that you hold when you're feeling emotionally stressed. So in this place, in the kitchen, morning, afternoon, or at any time, to be honest, I'd love for you to use this really simple technique. So all you need to do is get 2 fingers and your thumb, and you place the 2 fingers above one eyebrow and your thumb above the other. And whatever emotion you're feeling, whether it's angry, whether it's agitated, whether it's disengaged, whether it's you're feeling really overwhelmed and trapped, if you're feeling really fearful and anxious that you're screwing everything up, if you're feeling really disconnected, then holding this point and just breathing with it. So breathing in, calmness, and breathing out whatever that emotion is that you're feeling. So you don't actually need to be able to identify what it is, but just when you're feeling emotionally stressed, just stopping for a minute or two in the kitchen and doing this as you breathe, is going to really powerfully shift that emotion, because emotions are just energy, and when we work with acupressure points, they're shifting the energy that's there. It is so simple, but it is so powerful, and I do it frequently. And the beauty of it as well is my children see me doing this and they know what I'm doing, and then I see the flow and effects, and they are learning very beautifully how to manage their own emotions and how to release emotions that aren't serving them well in a particular moment. So look, I encourage you to play with that technique over the next few days and start to see the benefits. A calmer you, a more content you, somebody who feels confident that they're actually really doing a good job, feeling freer and lighter, because that overwhelming resentment about being in this space and pushed and pulled and needed disappears. Feeling more engaged with your children, which is so important at this time of year. I mean, at all times, but really at this time of year, it's nice to feel engaged with them and to feel connected. And what you will find is a calm household. It really has beautiful flow-on effects, and maybe your days can flow a bit more gently for you. Okay, much love. Please, I would love to hear how you go with this. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. And and I really look forward to hearing how you go with this. Bye-bye.